Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time we're going to go to Variety, and this is in the celebrities column. And it says R. Kelly silenced Aaliyah and her family with non-disclosure agreements after marriage annulment. Docu-series reveals. The article is by Elizabeth Wagmeister. I apologize if I mispronounced the name. But the article continues to say, R. Kelly silenced Aaliyah and her family through a non-disclosure agreement following his marriage and subsequent annulment to the then 15-year-old singer. The new allegations were made in the final installment of Lifetime's Surviving R. Kelly, which aired on January the 2nd and 3rd. The dossier centered around R. Kelly's 2022 federal trial, where the NDA was brought up in the courtroom as evidence. The late Aaliyah was Jane Doe number 1 in the trial. Surviving R. Kelly utilizes Aaliyah's story to spotlight her as a victim of R. Kelly's. After years of the media and music industry scandalizing her marriage to the now convicted singer in the 90s. Aaliyah's debut album in 1994 was titled Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, and was recorded when she was 14 years old. R. Kelly, who was Aaliyah's mentor and was first introduced to her by her uncle, music executive and manager Barry Hankerson, was the lead songwriter and producer of the album. At the time the album was released, rumors circulated that there was a relationship between the 15-year-old Aaliyah and the 27-year-old R. Kelly. The pair secretly married in August of 1994. Aaliyah was 15 at the time, but the marriage certificate falsified her as 18. The marriage was annulled by Aaliyah's parents in February of 1995. In Surviving R. Kelly, on-camera interviews with individuals from R. Kelly's former camp who were in the room when the duo wed expressed their regret over the marriage. Individuals who were close to both Kelly and Aaliyah shared new details about the legal agreement that was allegedly forged between R. Kelly and Aaliyah's family. Members of Aaliyah's family declined to comment to producers on Surviving R. Kelly per a statement that aired as part of the Lifetime docuseries. A childhood friend of R. Kelly's and his former security, Jim Pratt, appeared in Surviving R. Kelly and claims that Aaliyah's father was furious over the marriage and forced the annulment. Pratt alleges that Aaliyah's family had a contractual agreement with R. Kelly that stated that they wouldn't press any charges against him for legal marriage after it was annulled. In turn, R. Kelly sold the rights to his first 3 albums to Aaliyah's family and gave them financial incentives. Her dad didn't want her anywhere near him, Pratt said in the docuseries. Various on-camera guests in Surviving R. Kelly described the marriage as a way to get R. Kelly to avoid jail time for statutory R of a minor. The final episode of Surviving R. Kelly dedicated time to covering the enablers in R. Kelly's camp who turned a blind eye to his abuse over 3 decades and helped the convicted musician make arrangements to see his victims, including booking flights for underage girls to cross the state lines for private meetings. One prosecutor who appeared as a legal expert in the docuseries described R. Kelly as running a criminal enterprise. Another expert said everyone had a financial incentive to look the other way. He couldn't do this by himself. It's impossible. It's clear as day they were enablers, said R. Kelly's former security guard, Pratt. He later said that this was not a one-man operation. Most people in the camp knew that a lot of these girls were underage. They had to. The NDA was brought up in R. Kelly's New York trial in 2022, but did not receive widespread coverage. The use of the NDA has become a hot-button issue in his harassment cases, particularly in the workplace, highlighting an imbalance of power with the proprietor and or corporation, silencing victims through forced legal documents. Prior to R. Kelly's trial, journalist Jim DeRogatis, the reporter who first broke news of R. Kelly's abuse more than 2 decades ago, uncovered the NDA that R. Kelly used against Aaliyah a few years ago. DeRogatis spoke about the documents that were leaked to him, starting in an interview that the annulment in Aaliyah's legal claim against R. Kelly had been sealed. It's a harrowing document, he said, a non-disclosure agreement on both her part and Kelly's, vowing to not pursue further legal claims for physical abuse. So it wasn't just an underage relationship. He hit her, allegedly, according to the court documents. Speaking to Variety about the final installment of Surviving R. Kelly, executive producer Jesse Daniels said that the producing team was careful not to exploit Aaliyah in the docuseries and hoped to highlight the abuse she tragically endured by R. Kelly when she was a teenager. We have had a lot of conversations about how to tell Aaliyah's story every time, because we really wanted to be respectful to her legacy. But what she went through, we can't turn our backs on, said Daniels. And that is the end of the article right there. It wasn't a lot of talk about the NDA and up until the first trial, well, the second trial came up. And it's just one of those things, these are some of the tools that people use. And I'm not just talking about R. Kelly, I'm talking about people in the industry, entertainment, sports, and other avenues, so it's just really sad that this had to happen to her. It doesn't shed a light on what ultimately ended up, being her final chapter in her story. And allegedly, there's still speculation of why she died, or how she died. That's never been proven, so I'm not going to touch on that. However, I will say, in light that she was more than a light that was snuffed out. She was, she could have been a phenomenal singer, actress, songwriter, given the chance to, just be who she was. I can still remember the day that she passed on, where I was, what I was doing, and how it made me feel. I mean, she touched so many people. I can tell you where I lived at. It was just people just literally passing out purple ribbons, just ribbons with her name on there, people, crying, visibly upset, when the news had surfaced that she had passed on, and how she had passed on, and things like that. I hope that in the coming years, more details will become available, and that she will finally seek justice for all the wrongs that have been done to her. Everybody's been really quiet about it. Everybody's been really hush about it. And I just feel that she just was one of those people that just didn't need to go through the things that nobody generally needs to go through these types of things. However, there are people out there that will literally ravage and destroy some of the purest things on earth. So Drop down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. Are you over the R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly current trials, or what's going on and all the speculation and stuff that's going on? As far as R. Kelly, he should rot in jail, but I don't feel that it should only be him. I feel it should be everyone that helped him, everyone that knew, everyone that, had an inkling and could have saved her and countless of other young ladies from going through this trauma. They all should be locked up. He shouldn't be the only one that is sitting in jail right now. Everybody should go. And when I mean everybody, I mean everybody should go. But let me know how you feel. Drop down in the comment section. Chop it up with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, thank you so much. I do appreciate you watching this video. And with that being said, I will get with you in the next one.